80% of the inmates released in San Mateo County by Proposition 47 have been drug offenders. Santa Clara Public Defender Fatima Ortiz says that prison is one of the worst places to put drug addicts.
So it's fairly draconian to take a person that has a drug addiction and then hit them with a felony conviction for what's really more of it's a substance abuse issue, it's a health issue. It's not something we should necessarily be criminalizing. To take something like simple possession and elevate that to a felony, it should be a low-level offense to begin with.
And that's exactly what Proposition 47 has done, reduce most drug possession charges to misdemeanors. In fact, in most counties, instead of being arrested, drug possessors will receive a citation like a traffic ticket.
Prop 47 recognizes that, okay, we have this overcrowded prison system. It doesn't help the clients. It doesn't break, the cycle of poverty or addiction. But I think coming in with this mentality that we're going to focus more on, take these funds that we're saving and funnel that back into the community in the form of services, I think that's definitely a step in the right direction.
But San Mateo's Assistant District Attorney Morley Pitt, in charge of implementing Proposition 47 for the county, doesn't think that it will encourage addicts to get treatment.
In my personal view, was a terrible decision by the voters. The law enforcement community did a very poor job of presenting the alternative arguments to the voters, and the voters saw that wonderful title, Safe Schools, who's against safe schools.
Pitt thinks that Proposition 47 will make it less likely that addicts will seek treatment.
The difficulty now is by the voters' decision, they've taken a tool out of the judge's toolbox, and that's leverage. Now it's a misdemeanor. The defendants all know that. The bottom line is the judge's hands are tied, and they've lost a very effective tool, which is you want to have a case reduced to a misdemeanor, go through a program.
Here's the perspective of an attorney who's worked on both sides for the prosecution and the defense.
I was a DA for almost 9 years before I became a defense attorney. I just don't believe, in my experience of interviewing hundreds and hundreds of individuals, that the consequences change the behavior as much as we wish it would.
Will Proposition 47 encourage drug offenders to get treatment, as the public defenders say, or discourage them, as the prosecutors say?
When the offenses that we're discussing that are now reduced to misdemeanors under Prop 47 were felonies and people were facing usually lengthier prison sentences, that would often assist in acting as a motivator to seeking treatment. If somebody's in custody now and they're going to be getting out of jail immediately or within a short period of time, they might seek to defer seeking treatment. When you talk about substance abuse, at least within my own experience, people don't really seek treatment until they're ready or until they've hit bottom.
What choices do they have then?
We have sort of a residential treatment program within the confines of our jail. It's a program called Choices that's modeled on the Delancey Street in San Francisco model. And many people historically who have been facing lengthy sentences have put themselves into Choices.
But whether Prop 47 encourages or discourages treatment, one thing is clear. The measure has made this a very merry holiday for thousands of inmates and their families. For them, Christmas came early on Election Day. Mrs. Mary Ann Toman Miller, reporting for the Peninsula Press, a project of the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism.